Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm Aaron, and today we're going to see if we can repair a SmallHd 1703. All right, here we go. So, this SmallHd 1703 HDR monitor I bought on lensrentals.com.
For how much?
That's my girlfriend. She wants to know how much I spent on this. I spent a very small amount on it.
How much though? How much is small?
So these were $4,000, about new. I got this for about 90% of that.
Well, how much again? I don't want to do math.
$400.
Okay.
This is a broken $400 SmallHd monitor that SmallHd says they can't and they won't repair. Why? Because the screen that they used in this, they say the manufacturer stopped making. This is an old monitor. Why'd I get it?
Because you buy a lot of crap.
Yes, I buy a lot of crap. I sometimes like projects. I like fixing things. It's very rewarding. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to fix this today. And that makes me even more nervous now that I've said that in front of my girlfriend and her little sister.
Let's find out if you just wasted $400.
Yes.
So what's wrong with the monitor?
Oh, good question. All right. I'm going to show you exactly what's wrong with the monitor. So here's a power cord. Better take the screen off, this protective screen. I have a feeling that the reason that this monitor broke is because somebody took this protective plexiglass layer off. But oh, lights.
Oh, that looks like
Yep. So you can see right about here is where there was an obvious impact. SmallHd, they built this amazing case. It's extremely robust. I've used it before on shoots and it has always really impressed me. I've actually already opened this up and I found out the manufacturer of the LCD, of the actual LCD. I looked them up, bought a replacement screen on eBay.
So what percentage of the time would you say, Aaron, when you take on a hobby project to fix something, does it actually get fixed? And you gotta include when you solder stuff.
Oh, I took this job on knowing no soldering would be required. So I feel pretty confident I found the exact replacement LCD where the numbers match, everything looks good, everything looks the same. There's nothing saying that I think should be different in the screen that I'm putting in this. So let's just see what happens.
All right, let's find out if you wasted $400.
So what's the first thing you're going to do
Yeah.
to fix this monitor?
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug it and start unscrewing a bunch of screws. And we're going to start diving and dissecting this monitor to get it down to the bare LCD panel. So
All right, let's do it.
here we go. Can Aaron repair it?
You better.
You're supposed to say, yes, he can.
If not, you better be able to offload it onto some other sucker on eBay.
So the whole reason I decided to make a video on this is once I took this thing apart and saw how it was built, it actually reminded me a lot of my childhood. So growing up, my dad, he was a computer consultant. You know, I'm 33. My era, I grew up going to Fry's and building computers, and I saw my dad, how he took his time to put together a computer, going to Fry's, seeing all the components. So when I saw this monitor and I started taking it apart, seeing how it was built, I was extremely impressed. Honestly, the reason that this is broken is because someone took the plexiglass protector off of it, and within the time that the protector was off, it broke. Whoever the engineer was that designed this, I'm sure multiple people designed it. It was just so well thought out. It's just beautiful on the inside. I can't wait to show you guys. Look at how thick this is. This is awesome stuff. I found out a lot of actually really interesting things once I was able to get down to the nuts and bolts here of this monitor. So everything inside this monitor, I mean, let me just show you now. I mean, the whole PCB here, everything like is custom designed by SmallHd. It's very well laid out, very thought through, really impressive stuff.
Open it up.
I'm trying. We're getting pretty close here to getting to removing some of the connections here. I mean, this is like a solid block of aluminum. You know, they milled this out of a piece of aluminum. Like it's really impressive. It's just so well made, and nobody that I've seen on the internet has taken one of these apart. Because they are so expensive, and very few of them, I think, break. Got everything down, so right now I have to remove a few of these connections here. So this right here, I believe it's an LVDS connection. Then we have 2 wires right here which go to the speaker. No, these go to the buttons, and then there's 2 speaker wires here that we have to remove. I kind of hope that the team from SmallHd is watching this. Nothing but props to their design and engineer team who like built this. You know, I know that they probably would never make a video like, actually no manufacturer would want to make a video showing the insides and internals of their product, just obviously to protect their IP and keep their design as much to them as possible, because I mean, this is just so cool, so impressive. Okay. And just like that, this all removes in one piece. The PCB, all the controllers, like the OS is all on this. This is really cool, really well done. And now we're gonna get to the part that I had to find and source. So the panel is actually manufactured by AUO. So all I had to do was look up this part number right here, order a replacement. So now I just have to get this out. One thing to note, this right here, what SmallHd did, as far as I can tell, is they actually replaced an LED strip inside this panel to get it to the 900 to 1100 nits of brightness. So actually what we have to do is we have to harvest this controller board and the LED strip that they put in here and swap that into the replacement one so that we can get the same consistent match brightness, because stock from factory, this LCD is only like 450 nits, which is bright, but it's not bright enough to see outside, which is one of the truly awesome things about the 1703 HDR. So,
and now you're making me anxious that this isn't gonna work.
Continuity.
Okay, Aaron, we've been doing some stuff off camera with this, so
all right, here we go. Okay, so we've made some progress, if that's what you want to call it. So
it's progress.
It's progress. We had to remove a lot. I mean, it's really cool. This whole LCD is shrouded in this cushioned like rubber. So I mean, it's very good shock absorption. So I mean, we're at the point where we're just taking this off. Oh, hey boy. So this is this is what we're replacing. Okay, on to the next steps. Here we go. So now we got to take this off, pry this side out, remove the LED strips, and then pop it in the new one. Here we go. You getting nervous, Kara?
Yeah, you're stressing me out now.
All right, here we go. We've made some progress. This is our old screen. Oh, and actually, there's also some other parts of the old screen. Like, there's a lot that goes into these LCD screens. I mean, look at this. This is nuts. This is very impressive. Like diffusion panels, white backdrop, plexiglass pieces. Like, yeah. Right now what we're working on is this part still. So we still need to harvest this part right here. This is the LED driver that goes to an LED strip up top right along here. So this is an edgelit display. what SmallHd did is they took out the one from the manufacturer, shipped with it, and they replaced it with brighter LEDs, which then make it so that this is a daylight viewable monitor. But what they did is the back of the LED strips have an adhesive on it, so I have to now carefully bend back the metal bit to remove it. Then I have to figure out how to remove this part, which seems like it is glued down with something. Do that all, swap it to the new one, and then do everything in reverse. Here we go. All right. We've made a little progress. So right here, this is the LED that was in the old LCD, and this was the LED strip from our replacement panel. You can see the size difference in the two. This is the reason why the 1703 is viewable in daylight. So crossing our fingers, we can all get this back in and get it working again. We are on and rolling. Okay, so we got pretty involved here. Off camera, what happened is I had help from Kara, my girlfriend, and Catherine. It involved the use of a hairdryer. The back LED driver board that we had to remove and swap over, we needed to heat that up, and that was an all hands on deck situation. So thank you, Kara and Catherine, off camera.
And then Kara helped you put it all back together.
Kara also helped me put it all back together because I would have ended up with about 10 leftover screws, which is not a good thing. And, you know, I would say this is the moment of truth, but we checked. And
I'm not angry, so.
Kara's not angry. Look at that.
It works!
A display that displays. We just got to screw the back on, and then we've got a fully functional monitor. So congratulations.
And
thank you, Catherine.
Money, all in?
All in is about $750 to purchase the monitor and a replacement screen for a screen that sells used consistently between $2,000 and $3,000 on eBay, $700 total. I think that's pretty good. What do you think, Kara?
I'm not pissed, so.
Hey, there we go.
It'd be a good screen for us to use when we're on shoots that's durable.
Exactly. So let's get this all buttoned back up, and we'll plug a camera into it and really see what the picture looks like. All right, here we go. All right, the true moment of truth. I have set up a wireless feed from our camera here to this monitor here. We're gonna see what happens. On. And there we go.
Yay! It works.
Good job.
So you didn't waste $750.
That's right. What do I think of doing a repair like this? Well, you can see we started when it was light out, and it is now dark out. So yeah, it took some time. There were a lot of screws, a lot of things to undo. The thing that took the longest was definitely having to swap over the LED strip from the broken LCD and put that into the new one. Also, we had to take a hairdryer and apply heat to remove the LED driver board off the old broken LCD, and then to swap it over to the new one. That took a bit of time, but in the end, the monitor's functional, and I think as long as this plexiglass stays on, we aren't going to have any issues with this monitor lasting and working. I'm happy. Kara, how do you feel?
I'm happy with it. I feel like everything is like relatively easy, just very time consuming.
So you think we could do this again if we found another broken one?
Yeah, it makes the money. I'll flip it.
Okay, well, there's you've heard of house flipping, now there's monitor flipping. Yeah, this was a fun project. It's actually really rewarding at the end of this to have a monitor that's going to be put to use a lot on our sets. I'll link to a video that shows how to swap the actual LED strip. I put the part number for the LCD in eBay. This company had 2 in stock. It was listed as a new unused product. So check them out. Radwell International. Yeah, they packed it extremely well. So thank you.
Ridiculous amount of bubble wrap.
A ridiculous amount of bubble wrap, which is much appreciated. So thank you, Radwell. Thank you for watching.
And we have a working screen for cheap-ish.
There you go. This is a monitor that's going to be great for shoots. Shoots that you come on, you know, when you said that you'd love to see 2 cameras at once, and you know, you do, like, you always showing the client like what the shot looks like. This is going to make it a lot easier even than the iPad.
See, you're saying this as if the people know what you're referencing, and I know what you're referencing. So, like, when we go on shoots, I always am carrying around an iPad to show clients when we're in fields or on set.
Yeah.
And this is meant to help replace that, or
Yep.
have something stationary for clients to look at so that they can feel happy with the shot
Yeah.
being gotten in.
Yeah.
So basically, talk to
Are you
someone
telling me to say that?
video stuff.
No, you can just leave that in. I just explained it.
Oh.
You were explaining it as if everyone knows what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Well, they can't really hear you that great, but okay.
Please don't explain it.
All right, anyway.
Are you saying that we should have a mic over here too then?
Well, no. This is all about me. Okay, don't be greedy. No, they can hear you on that camera. There, that'll be
What?
fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.